Tucker Carlson was about to interview Vladimir Putin.
I got you, homie.
One of the things that was really disturbing was they contacted him and said they read his signal messages and they knew that he was going to interview Vladimir Putin.
Damn, that was... I think that we're fucked, right?
The government.
The U.S.?
Yes, U.S. government. I forget what it was. Was it the CIA or was it the FBI?
Wow.
I forget who it was. And he was like, I didn't even know you could do that.
I doubt that what they did was they broke Signal, because that encryption I think is pretty good, as is WhatsApp. I mean, it's basically Signal and WhatsApp use the same encryption. It's an open source and it's a
NSA.
NSA.
We can see everything.
But someone could break into your phone and see everything that's on your phone. But the thing that encryption does that's really good is it makes it so that the company that's running the service doesn't see it. So if you're using WhatsApp, basically, when I text you on WhatsApp, there's no point at which the Meta servers see the contents of that message. Unless, we took a photo of it or shared that back to Meta in some other way.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
That basically, it cuts out the company completely from it, which is, I think, really important for a bunch of reasons. One is people might not trust the company, but also just security issues, right? Like, let's say someone hacks into Meta, which, we try really hard to make it so that they can't, and we haven't had many issues with that over the 20 years of running the company.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
Then they'd be able to access everyone's messages if it weren't encrypted. But because it's encrypted, there's just nothing there, right? It's like, they can't hack into Meta and then get access to your messages. So now someone like the NSA or CIA would have to kind of hack into your phone, which, there are probably ways to do that.
Pegasus.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are probably a bunch of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably ways we don't know of.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's always the ultimate kind of physical part of it, which is if you have access to the computer, you can usually just break in, right? So that's why, if the FBI arrests you and takes your phone, they're probably going to be able to get in and see what's there.
Yeah, who is this?
FBI, open up!
WhatsApp is encrypted, but if someone has something like Pegasus, what they do is have access to your phone. So it doesn't matter if anything's encrypted. They could just see it in plain sight.
Yeah. And I mean, this is one of the reasons why we put disappearing messages in, too. Because that way, if someone has compromised your phone and they can see everything that's going on there, then obviously they can see stuff as it comes in. But I kind of, in general, just, think we should keep around as little of that stuff as possible. So there are some threads where, it's like there's photos that get shared, you want the photos, but I don't think most people would miss it if most of the contents of their threads just disappeared after 7 days.
Right.
No! God, please, no! No!
What I find is I don't use it that much because we have this corporate policy at Meta that we need to retain all our documents and messages and stuff. But before we had that, I used it as we were developing this, and every once in a while I would miss something and say, wow, I kind of wish I could go back and see that.
Mark Zuckerberg sneaking a glimpse of Sanchez's décolletage.
It was very rare. I think most communication, it's kind of like you just have the communication and then you're done. So having it be encrypted and disappearing, I think is a pretty good kind of standard of security and privacy.
I DM in vanish mode, I do that shit a lot.
But I think WhatsApp and Signal are basically, the two most secure ones.
What was your take on that guy getting arrested, the CEO of